Parents, do your students have the Roblox app? Well, in this app guide, I want to show you the two different ways that your students can use this app, whether it's a player or a creator. I'm going to show you how very bad it can be, how it can cost you money, and then how you can do it together as a family. Now, first, what does the news say? Well, Roblox was in BBC News recently. Roblox, I thought he was playing an innocent game. You see, a young boy's mom decided to check the game and discovered he had been communicating with others on a third-party app with an overlay feature, making it appear to be part of Roblox, says BBC News. Now, what is Roblox? Well, let's go straight to their marketing and look at this. They say, and they claim, as you download the app, millions of words. Chat with friends. Play together anytime, anywhere, and be anything you can imagine. Now, they used to say, meet cool people, and it's really this chat gets a little scary. So I want you to recognize that from a wisdom from one friend to another. Chat with friends gets a little weird. So we're going to look at that here in just a moment. What is Roblox? Well, it's one of the largest user-generated online gaming platforms in the world. There's two modes. You can play or you can create. We like creating. We're always talking to students about building something, which is great, but it can also be problematic. Now, the way to do it, number one, is users can create games on what they call Roblox Studio and upload those games to Roblox. So this is genius. This company is getting you to design games for them. Next is players. Players can play other user-generated games in a multiplayer environment. Now, why did I underline multiplayer environment? Because that's when you're chatting with strangers. To sign up, users must give their date of birth, username, password, and gender. That gets a little dangerous as you start handing over your information. Now, Roblox encourages users to not use their real name, and there's a reason for that, right? Multiplayer environment is underlined up there. And then the iOS App Store rates Roblox for ages 12 plus. However, a lot of parents, and this is normal, there's no shame here, are giving their kids phones and Roblox a lot younger. Now, players customize an avatar for playing games. Roblox offers some free customizable options, but most cost Robux, which can be purchased with real dollars, that's your credit card, in the app. Players can connect with friends by searching for usernames or joining groups. Each game has a maximum number of players per game. If you join a game, you can add friends and chat within the game through the chat box. Players can update My Feed to share what they're doing in the app. Now check this out. As you sign up for the app, play together, go, 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 I'm in, chat with friends, make new friends, and play together anywhere, anytime. This is what predators want you to do, is to hand your kids this Ferrari of a device and say, here, you have fun. It looks like an innocent game, because then they get to chat with your kids, right? I'm all for the positive use of online social media and doing some great things, but I need to bring everybody up to a level of danger so we all have a foundational understanding so we can move to the next step. Now, take a look at the red box on the right. We're going to talk about that in just a moment. Roblox allows users to add their phone number, their email, their other social media networks to their account, but they're not required. Now, players can adjust their settings for who can send them messages, invite them to games, and view their inventory. Our team recommends setting everything to friends or no one. Who can message me? Friends. Who can chat with me in the app? Friends. I want you parents, you to set this up. Right? I was just on the news just a moment ago in the United States, and they said, what's one of the best things people can do? Well, the best safety app is you, parents. You setting up these apps and being with your kids online. Roblox has a membership option that is charged through the iTunes, iStore, Google Play, and etc. Players can gain Robux. I want you to hear Robux and think your credit card, real dollars, through a subscription or by purchasing them separately. Now, it works on these platforms, Xbox One, Android, iOS, Microsoft. It's essentially a multi-platform thing, and that's what these developers are smart. Your kids will use it just about everywhere to connect with other people. Now, according to Roblox, 22.8 billion hours have been played on the app since 2008. 1.2 million hours are played per month. There are as many as 2.7 million players in the app at one time. They're great at making it addicting, right? And I do think as a family, this is a good game, right? I'm not against the game. I'm just against giving your kids access to it, untethered access, to then chat with strangers and be addicted to it. So we got to be careful there. Now, ABC27 says the biggest danger in this game, and others like it, is exposing your kids to things you may not want them to see. In fact, there are reports of children's on-screen characters being attacked physically or sexually. Common Sense Media says there have been reports of users thwarting the chat and exchanging inappropriate or predatory messages with younger players. Now, here they go on. Here's what Forbes says. And Roblox thinks this is a positive. I could see this as a danger. Forbes says how Roblox is training the next generation of gaming entrepreneurs. Now, they say, and I've talked with engineers at Roblox, Roblox has turned its tween audience into an army of fresh-faced entrepreneurs. It's almost as if we're running an American Idol for up-and-coming game developers, said Roblox co-founder. The company also helps budding coders up their game. Now, here's the problem. They will often say, hey, we're letting kids save for college and build and do all this stuff. Here's the problem. And this is where I act like a 100-year-old person. And it's okay if you call me old school, because we see some of the world's newest technology, but with old school values. We don't want kids making money too early, too often, because they'll stop doing the important things that make them well-rounded, right? Social studies and learning how to write clearly and communicate and have phone calls and stuff. So when I was on the phone with Roblox, one of the employees, they said, hey, kids are saving for their college. And they were making it as if it's a good thing for students to make a lot of money very young. I warn people, be very careful. Let's finish our development of wisdom on the inside before you make it big. Okay? That's just a little bit of wisdom for me, my opinion, but an opinion that is appreciated by parents all over the country. Now, why should you care? Despite having parental controls, children are still susceptible to being targeted by predators on every app, not just Roblox, right? Every app has this. Since users can create and upload games, inappropriate and graphic content can appear in any game. The purpose of Roblox is to interact with other players. Many of them may be strangers, and that's what multiplayer does. If your kids are wearing headphones and you're like, oh, I'm cooking dinner, they're right over there. No, your kids are a million miles away, talking to people who you do not know, and those people who they're talking to do not love your children as much as you do. They're using four-letter words, they're aggressive, they're introducing your kids to ideas that you had no idea your kids would learn about. Now, due to Roblox's auto-billing feature, this could perk your ears up. Many children inadvertently sign up to pay for features on a monthly basis. This is pretty clever. Costs can add up quickly if your student is playing Roblox, so you got to be careful. Now, Fast Company says how Roblox proved that virtual goods are a $100 million business. Gamers spend a lot of money on Roblox, right? Now, Roblox creators who earned some $100 million in revenue in 2019, up from $70 million the year before, make money selling virtual goods and other in-game upgrades. So there's the creators and then there's the players. Now, I'm not saying it's better to be a creator. I'm not saying go make money on this app. I'm really weary and really old school there. So, because I want your students to be so well-rounded, but I want you to know there's real money in this stuff and you got to be careful here. It's popular to chat with other players as well. Some games allow chat within the game, or you can chat in groups or through private chats. You got to explain to your kids that the people online might not be who they say they are. This is where students receive the most exposure and they're the most vulnerable. Now, Roblox again in the news. The Western Weekender says parents are warned to stay alert as dangers lurk in online video games. One Roblox character asked my daughter to take her top off, and another asked if she would lie down with them in the game, the two characters, which she ignored until they froze her character somehow and forced her to do this. She reset the game and told us, her parents, which I was very proud of her for doing, a mother of an 11-year-old, right? This hints at, and this is an example of, the number one app in the world to protect you and your kids is a strong relationship and dialogue between your kids. That means setting up these apps with them, randomly checking the apps, and diving in with them so that they know if something like this happens, they come to you. You are their first line and their last line of defense. There is no app, no company that's going to protect your babies quite like you. Now, if your student has Roblox, please discuss the safety concerns about the chat features with them. Talk to them about the games they're playing. Download the app on your own phone and add them as a friend. Consider playing a game together. Don't consider it, do it. Put your kids' interests first and your annoyance with the game lasts. I'm sorry, but you need somebody to give you permission to do this. Your kid will love it if you play games with them. I promise you. It's absolutely changed some people that we talk to. Ensure that your students know to never share personal information online. Also, this is awesome. Use parental controls in the app. And this is where you need to really dive into what you feel comfortable with your family. Go to settings and privacy and add a parent's email for two-step verification, right? Create a PIN to lock parental controls on your student's device and disable chat features and prevent them from changing it back. Now, it's different on every one of their platforms that they're on. So that's why you, the only safety app in the world that's going to protect your babies, needs to dive in and really become the 5-minute expert that you can become, right? 5 minutes. Hey, I learned how to do this. Also, toggle on account restrictions in order to restrict gameplay to age-appropriate games. Consider setting daily or weekly time limits for the game. This is like ice cream. It's great in a little bowl. It's small quantities, awesome. But if you give your kids unlimited access to these apps, it's like giving them 5 gallons of ice cream. They won't know when to stop and they'll get sick in the end. They don't have the vocabulary to know how to limit the amount and the exposure. Encourage your teen to always talk with you or a trusted adult if a situation on Roblox makes them uncomfortable. Get in the habit of monitoring your students' digital footprint and staying up to date on the apps they have on their phone or their tablet. Guys, I want to thank you for watching this video, but I want you to take the next step. I've got our company, smartsocial.com. We have positive app guides that teach your student in middle school and high school. Really, it's a gamut, and some people are going younger to elementary school to show them how to set up Instagram for a positive impact. It's basically how to drive this car, whether you're driving it or whether you're going to get it next year. How to set up LinkedIn for a positive impact. What comes up in your student's Google search. These are all positive videos. How to set up Pinterest, medium.com, Facebook. This is for parents. How to optimize your Facebook, parents, so that you can shine online with your job. How to set up Twitter, students and parents. How to set up YouTube in a positive way. And then we dive into the parent-only videos. These are the TikTok, the Snapchat class, the Instagram class, smartphone and social media agreements, 10 safety features on how to set up your kid's phone, all these different deep dives. Also, we have a free app. We're the only people in this space that seem to have an app. I paid for it out of my own pocket, thousands of dollars. I hope you'll download it. Type in Smart Social. Look for that logo. We're here to protect you. Guys, I'm Josh Oakes. I'm so honored that you would consider watching this video, showing it to your community. As always, remember to keep it light, bright, and polite. Your kids are watching you online, and I want to make sure that discussion and that dialogue between your kids is so strong that you are the protector for them. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and thanks for the support. We'll see you on the next episode. Take care.